Hey you guys, it's your girl Big Ish. Thank you for watching Black People Watch. Welcome back to my channel. This week we're reviewing The United States versus Billie Holiday is streaming on Hulu. I want you to go watch it and come back, let's chat. Okay, so let's get into the plot. The United States versus Billie Holiday follows Holiday during her career as she is targeted by the Federal Department of Narcotics with an undercover sting operation led by Black federal agent Jimmy Fletcher, with whom she had a tumultuous affair. So you guys, I've been a fan of Lady Day most of my life. My father introduced me to Billie Holiday when I was very young. I watched the movie Lady Sings the Blues with Diana Ross when I was a very young girl, and she influenced my life quite a bit. I am a fan of the blues till today because of her. That being said, I was so excited about this movie, you guys. I had a chance to be on a group interview with Andra and Lee Daniels, and it was amazing. And it was great to hear him talk about how he always wanted to do this movie. He loved Billie Holiday and he was so inspired by her. This movie shows a part of her life that I wasn't aware of, and I thought I knew most, if not all, about her life. That she kind of started the civil rights movement with her song Strange Fruit. The United States versus Billie Holiday stars Andra Day as Billie Holiday, Trevante Rose as Jimmy Fletcher, Garrett Hudlin as Harry Aslinger, and Natasha Leone as Tula Bankhead. So in my interview with Andra Day and Lee Daniels, I did have a chance to ask Lee, why Billie Holiday? Why are we so interested about her life? You know, all these decades later, why are we still telling her story? Why is she so interesting? And you know what he said? He said, she's my hero. He said, she, in her own way, even though she was a drug addict and sometimes her drug addiction can overshadow her career, not always, but in some situations, you know, when you speak Billie Holiday, you speak of her being, of course, one of the greatest jazz and blues singers there ever was, but that she had this drug habit that kind of led to her demise. But we don't talk about her activism, and he said that this song was her form of activism, and that, you know, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know that they were trying to arrest her. I didn't know that they sent this agent, a black agent, Jimmy Fletcher, to set her up and give her more drugs and get her more hooked. But he ended up falling in love with Billie, and they had an affair, and he became on drugs too. He did try it a few times, and you know, and he wanted to be around her. They show Billie Holiday as having an infectious, beautiful spirit, beautiful personality that people love. She was just giving and caring. She forgave. Even the agents knew that. They was like, you know, after Fletcher betrayed her and she found out that he was actually a federal agent, they told him to go back to her because she'll forgive him because she has a forgiving heart and she forgives men. Blew me away. Blew me away. Andra Day's performance in this movie was phenomenal. Definitely Oscar award winning, all across the board. I saw interviews of Andra Day and the cast of The United States versus Billie Holiday on Hulu. They have an after party with Oprah Winfrey where Andra says that she was almost channeling Lady Day. She was almost channeling Billie Holiday, and you could feel that. I didn't even know. Andra doesn't even talk like Billie Holiday. In this movie, she talks, it's eerie almost. She talks just like Billie Holiday. She sings like Billie Holiday. I was just moved by this performance. I've never seen it. And for this to be her first film is incredible. And she didn't even want to take the role because she felt like she wasn't an actress and she wouldn't do the role justice. And she prayed and prayed and prayed and asked Billie to come into her spirit, into her soul. And honey, Billie Holiday was on that screen. Never seen nothing like it in my life. Incredible. One of the best performances ever. People say that the movie was slow for them in the beginning. I didn't feel that way. I took my time with it. I knew that it was a story to be told, and it had to be folded, unfolded out. It had to be laid out and mapped out, and you had to see it. the hatred the United States had for black people who would just, and until today, who they're mad because we rebel against their abuse. It's the most ridiculous thing. It's like people say, don't abuse me, and you're mad that I'm saying don't abuse me, don't hurt me. It's incredible how they were just angry that she had the audacity to even make a song and try and sing it in front of white and black audiences about, you know, black people being hung in her experience. And they locked her up every time she would sing that song. Unbelievable. Andra also had to talk about she had to learn how to use old syringes, old glass syringes, because of course they didn't have, you know, the plastic syringes that we have today, and how to tie off. And she said tie off. I was like, whoa, that's drug talk. But she actually had a drug counselor and a former addict that showed her how to tie off, and she was using the language. I said, she went deep into this role. She went deep into this role, and it showed. And it is a phenomenal film. The aesthetics of the film, the beauty, the lighting, the film is just high quality. Her outfits, you know, her hair, you know, even when she became just emaciated, extremely thin and gaunt, she played this part. She said she dropped a ton of weight to look like a drug addict. She dropped a ton of weight to look like a drug addict, and she went into the role, and towards the end of her life when she was in the hospital, oh my God, it was just so sad. And they had her, of course, we all know, if you didn't know by now, that she died handcuffed to her bed in the hospital. I'm speechless. It leaves you speechless. Andra's hair was just a mess, and she was sunken in, and she looked sick. She looked like it was her last day on earth, like it was, you know, the last breath in her body. And she played this role, honey. If this isn't an Oscar award-winning performance, I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. And let me say this, because if she doesn't win an Oscar, we know that that's not the end all be all. We know that this was a phenomenal portrayal of Billie Holiday. So she has nothing to prove to anybody. We know if you get snubbed like the Oscars does us over and over and over again, we don't care. Like my man Fife from Tribe Called Quest says, I never let a trophy tell me how nice I am. You cannot measure her performance in this movie with any kind of award. It's nice to have that accolade, yes, but we all know this was the best performance in who knows how long. So if you haven't seen it, I implore you to go to Hulu to watch The United States versus Billie Holiday. It is a sad story. Billie Holiday's life, for the most part, was tragic, but this is worth watching. This is worth seeing that all over again, because she's such an iconic figure, played such a major role in jazz and blues, and we can't let her legacy die. Strange Fruit, we all know that not too long ago there were mystery hangings of black people throughout the country, and the police just said they were suicide. You know, black people typically don't kill themselves in that fashion. So, you know, me being, you know, who I am, I of course think that there was something else nefarious going on. So, you know, anyway, gotta watch this movie, you guys. Go watch it, come back, let me know what you think, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think of The People versus Billie Holiday. Do you think that Andra Day is going to get snubbed at the Oscars? And if she does, are we okay with it? We know what she did in this movie. It was nothing short of amazing. So again, go watch the movie. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.